It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and we've got the BlackKnights creative quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the BlackKnights and the Mounties, just ahead on EA Sports.
Well, they love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL has once again returned to Oakland, California. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Mounties of Sacramento taking on the BlackKnights of Oakland. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their six-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So a tough early challenge here, second and long after the sack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
And that's one of those calls where you play it safe, but you're hoping that maybe something might spring for you, because instead of forcing ball downfield on third and long, maybe you can hit them with something underneath, break a tackle or two, pick up a block, and see what happens. Not here, though. Good job reading the screen, and it sets up fourth down.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we keep stats on everything, don't we? This is one that you don't want to have. That's his second drop right here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say only in the first quarter. Certainly a ship that he wants to right quickly. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. But that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. That one caught by Ellison. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here earlier on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 3. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Mounties get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive is 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. You look at this defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now back to throw. He's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Now a handoff up the middle. Camp. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Black Knights are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Back to throw here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of
catcher's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taking it about the 16. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 11 yards there, first down. Seven, our score after one. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game. Plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
So they bring out their punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding offense.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. On play action, they'll throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Camp. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll run on 1st down. Camp. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Camp. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's He's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw again. That one caught by Ellison. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Henson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Second down and 6 now.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where you see the final score there. The Niners get a much-needed win there to start the second half, as they move back to within a game of 500 at 4-5. Next, we head out to check out another game, and you can see currently they trail in that ball game. The Broncos looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. The Steelers continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 6-3 with the victory. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle. We have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
On first down, Camp. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll run on first down. Camp. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Simmons. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Holding. Offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 15. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. And bulldozing his way through. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
On the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the BlackKnights add 6 to their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
False start. Offense.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Up the middle they go. Camp. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 35, here's 2nd and a yard.
At the 35-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wise. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Sacramento 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's second and 8.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Yeah, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Mounties.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On second down now. Camp, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one caught by Ellison. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wise. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Simmons. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Mounties have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
2nd and 14. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Wise. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. You give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. On 1st down, Camp. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Yeah, now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Camp. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 10, a minute 47 on the clock. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Well, a couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the home team here, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.